Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome to Bus Simulator 21. Huge thanks to Astragon for providing a copy for me ahead of the official release on September 7th. So we're here to do some previewing. We'll check out what this game offers, how it's different versus Bus Simulator 18, and what I've noticed so far, the quirks and the amazing stuff. All of those in one package. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Let's go and start a new game, start a new company. And now you can already notice that we actually have two options in here. Seaside Valley is the familiar map that we have been driving in the previous game, Bus Simulator 18. Angel Shores is completely new and is based in the US, so more US roads, US signs, and rules as well, like turn right on red. So let's go and check that out. The tutorial also comes with this map, so it's a perfect way to start. We have a couple of different, I guess you could say, difficulties, although also quite different because Drive Purist, Realistic Driving, or if you want to be more of the manager, so it's Simplified Driving, and then more on the management side, I imagine. And then this guy is everything. Let's stick with the Drive Purist, why not? This is going to be Clumsy Buses Inc. Tutorial mode is disabled, but let's enable that so you guys can see everything in the beginning. Sandbox mode is disabled. Let's do this. Is that good? Accept this company setup. You might also see some nice surprises or hear nice surprises later on, but I'll point those out as they appear.
Over here!
Is this the same lady from the previous game? It might be, huh? Mira, I think so.
Hi, I'm Mira. It's so nice to meet you. I'm here to help you set up your transport business. I'm really excited to get started on this project. Alright, first things first. As a bus company, we need a bus. And the great thing is, you get to choose it. Take a look at these three buses.
Sounds good. Oh, fancy. Fancy, I like that. Some nice overlays here so we can get to choosing based on the specs.
It's a tough decision, isn't it? Just take your time.
MAN or Mercedes-Benz Citaro. Well, let's open all the doors.
Great choice.
Because
and
I think
now for the best part. Take your seat at the wheel.
You can actually choose any of these and test drive them all. So you can go here, have a look at the cab. You can even drive them around the garage here. And I'm just showing you a bit of how they look because I'll be choosing eventually the Citaro. Classic. Let's go with this guy right here. Alright, there she is. Alright, up on board.
Oh, the feeling of a brand new bus.
Okay, activate the cockpit zoom, it says. Ah, I see.
All
so
settled
when you
and ready?
In,
then start the engine.
It shows you all the commands when you're zoomed in like that. And when you're not, then it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Cycle the ignition, one more to start the engine.
Doesn't that engine sound wonderful? I just love the sound. Don't forget to switch on the lights.
It kind of does, but her voice kind of got in the way. But I'm sure we will get to hearing that more later on. Get the lights on. Very guided, huh? All the impossible to miss cues there. Which is good, especially for beginners if this is your first bus sim
and of
game.
Course, release the parking brake.
You won't be lost at all. Right, release the parking brake. Third person perspective would be F1. Ah, alright. Oh, hey, that's a nice shot. I like that. You can drive in first or third person, it says. Well, of course,
Maybe
for us,
first take a minute to get accustomed to the bus.
that
Just
will be first
drive
person.
around the building until you feel at ease.
There we go. Alright, I think we're still knelt here. There we go. Test drive, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, I see. So okay, this is a watch out because I did set some settings already, some driver specific settings. But it looks like when you start a profile, it resets all of those. So double check always, go back to settings here. So there are a couple of options here. Ramp behavior, automatic kneeling, speed limiter. There are some that got reset, yeah, these guys. Which I'm not sure why. Because I chose the realistic driver mode, right? So let's put everything here in realistic. And gear shifting. Make that unassisted. I think that should be better. Okay, so that when I step on the brakes, it won't reverse for me. And I shift on my own. There we go. Drive. You might also notice that I'm using my mouse to look around. Yes. Unfortunately, Track IR is not yet implemented. They say, I've heard it will come during release itself, and I do see Track IR detecting the game, so it is there somewhere. But I think it's not yet fully implemented as of this early build. So we'll see, hopefully by the time the game releases, we'll have it. But for now, unfortunately, I will be using my mouse to look around. Not a huge fan, haven't done that in a while, but we can make it work. And I can definitely understand that they're prioritizing the core elements of the game, because the majority of the players will probably not be driving with Track IR. Speaking of majority of players, this game will be releasing in PC, PS4,
so you want this model, right?
And Xbox One.
Great. Let's just complete the purchase.
Yes, let's buy this.
This bus marks the beginning of Angel Shore's new public transport system.
There we go.
Time for our maiden voyage. The GPS will show you the way to the first stop.
Sure thing. So in terms of controls as well, I can imagine they really designed this game with controllers in mind. There is steering wheel support and I am using my wheel. Although I did notice a few hiccups still, some problems with assigning keys. It's not yet very, how do you say? It detected the steering wheel from the beginning, but there are still some quirks, you could say. Like I wasn't able to assign the parking brake and the different commands. I think that requires some tweaking and some bug fixing still. So the basic steering wheel detection works, but the customizing of controls is a bit finicky at the moment. So you'll notice me reaching around and looking for keyboard commands instead of just pressing buttons on my steering wheel at the moment, which is fine. We'll make it work. It's an early access after all. It's a preview build, guys, so expect some quirks, but hopefully they get to fixing that.
The first stop is coming up already. You see the markings?
Release day.
They show you the perfect parking position.
Oh yeah.
And remember to use the indicator.
Indicator. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Can't miss this highlight.
Our first passengers.
Nice. Alright, so let's kneel.
Now you can open the doors.
And let's open the doors. There's a button here to
Welcome
open
everyone
all the doors.
to our maiden voyage.
This is so great. I've never taken part in a maiden voyage.
See, our passengers are almost as excited as I am. Make sure all passengers have boarded the bus.
Yeah,
Close
they're
the
there.
doors and we're good to go.
Cool.
Better
Alright, let's close the
indicate
doors.
that you're leaving the stop now.
Good. There's an option to automatically
You
kneel
know
the
how
bus.
to handle stops. Now our schedule comes into play. A timer shows you the remaining time to the next stop. As a reliable
okay.
transit company, we better be on time.
Interesting. Yeah, there is a countdown. If you look at the lower left of the screen, West 3rd Street, 343, and counting down. Okay. And then there's also the minimap. Now these overlays can actually be customized in the HUD, in the UI settings. So you can hide them if you're not a fan. But for us, let's keep it there for now, and then let's tweak stuff later on once we're used to things, right? And let's go ahead and appreciate the graphics a bit. It does look very nice. There is a certain art style to it. Like there's a certain vibrant feel is how I could describe it. I do like that there are lots of pedestrians on the roads. Makes things a lot more
there are
interesting.
A lot of passengers with us on our very first trip.
Indeed.
There are actually more people than I invited. Seems like word got around. Isn't that great?
Good. Perfect timing and well knelt. You can also see there's like a something on the upper right corner of the screen. They call that the action
cam.
cam.
Blocking the doors. Better ask them to step inside.
Right. Let's go out and nudge this guy right here. Go inside, please. Okay. And yes, the game does come with these interesting random events to keep things interesting. Sometimes people leave stuff behind and stuff like that.
I didn't know about the right on red rule. Just so you know, you can turn right at junctions, even if the traffic light is red. Some states have allowed this for over 50 years now. Isn't that fascinating?
Turn right on red, that is interesting. Definitely a US specific thing. Although, from what I know, you actually have to do a full stop first at the intersection before you make a right turn. I'm not sure if the game tries and detect that too, that you do a full stop. But for the sake of role-playing, we will do that, and for the sake of more accuracy. Yeah, this is what I like.
For the next stop,
pedestrians
I asked a
crossing.
friend in a wheelchair to come along. That way, we can try out the ramp.
Oh yeah, there's still the ramp. Nice. That guy surely took his time, and then he ran when he finished crossing. What a nice guy. Okay, let's stop here.
Just extend the ramp so Ash can board.
Extend the ramp. There it is. You see it in the action cam. Let's wait for the guy to board. You know what? Actually, maybe we can look at it here. There he is. Nice.
Hi, Mira. Nice bus you got here.
Hi, Ash. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Having a public transport system in our city will make getting around a whole lot easier for me.
That's great to hear. Enjoy the ride.
That action cam really helps a lot.
I actually moved here for this project. Audrey and I are really liking it here, especially the
nice
beach
idea.
promenade.
What's happening outside the bus without having to look around. Like that idea. I normally am not a huge fan of overlays, but that action cam is very functional. I think I like it. Also, very nice graphics. I was able to max out the graphics on my 3080. Although I am noticing there is a bit of load. So I think we are locked at 60 FPS. Let's see. Actually, no. Oh, interesting. So I'm not able to reach 60 FPS in ultra settings. Although I'm not really maxing out my GPU either. But yes, looks like lots of things are happening, even my CPU. Most of my threads are getting used here. So lots of things happening behind the scenes. Might help with some optimization as
There's
well, huh?
one last thing we need to check.
Interesting.
As a bus driver, you'll also be selling the tickets. Let's give it a try at the next stop.
Oh, ticket. Yes, I like that. It does feel smooth though. Didn't expect it was only 45. Definitely no stutters. The FPS is smooth, just not highly smooth. Or I should say consistent, just not high. It's a bit more accurate. Extend the ramp. Right,
I'd like
here we
to buy
go.
a ticket, please.
Hey,
So buy a
Jackie,
ticket.
how are you?
Hi, Mira.
Regular
I'm great.
Day.
Thanks for inviting me today.
One ticket. 620. So we need to give a change of 380. So 2, 1, 70, 80.
Maiden voice
good.
sure is an exciting thing to be part of.
Anyone else? No, looks like we're good. Okay.
So, everything's going to plan. The next stop is already the last one.
Ramp, please. Thank you. Won't let you go if you have something jutting out. Like if you forgot to retract the ramp and whatnot. Makes sense.
Stop. Sierra Street.
Whoop. Why did this guy stop? Ah, okay. The AI is quite smart so far. The few minutes I've been driving around offline, they have not smashed into me yet. They know when they need to stop. Okay, is that a red light? It is. Okay, let's wait. There we go. And here we really have to follow the traffic signs, especially because pedestrians will be crossing the road. If you have a red light in there.
Alright, that's the last stop for today.
And
Thank you all
for
riding with
anybody.
us. Hope to see you again soon.
There we go. Alright. I'm getting the hotkeys here. V for kneeling, 6 for opening all doors.
That was an amazing maiden voyage.
Thank you.
With all the passengers off, the official part of the maiden voyage is done. You really did great. Just deliver the bus to the depot. That's where it's stored. You can also get yourself a coffee there too.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Okay, let's get some coffee. I also like that it teaches you proper driving procedures, right? The basics. When you should have your blinkers on, what you should be doing, and then it scores you accordingly. It's a nice way to learn the basics of stuff and know what you have to do. Always nice to get these constant reminders. I remember it was doing that in Bus Sim 18 as well. So I like that they kept that. Ooh, 1 second. Oh, window. Should be able to hear the engine more now. Yes, we can. Let's hear it a bit more as it revs up. Is this a mall? Very nice looking. Up. See? They stop. Very nice. The engine sounds are not bad. You can actually distinguish that they're revving up. I like that. Let's close that again for a bit more of an in-cab feel. 1 second. When driving, I don't think we should have these lights, right? The lights on the driver's side, I think, should be closed while driving. Should only open when the door is open. Oh, Julius gas station. You guys might have noticed there, pothole. Yeah, pothole is there. You can see the wheel kind of moving there, so there is force feedback. Thankfully,
slowly to one of the doors.
The force feedback is not strong. It's just right, but it is a bit too weak when the bus is stationary. So when you're not moving and you're moving very slow like this, look at this guy, he'll stop, right? Yeah, it'll not smash into you. So the force feedback is a bit weak in the beginning, but as you start moving, then it starts applying as well. It starts becoming more realistic feeling. One thing I'd like to notice, they still haven't put in anything in here, like a ramp. There's still the curb that you have to drive over to get to the depot. It was the same case in the previous bus sim. Interesting they didn't have the ramp here now in the sequel. Would have been nicer, but not a deal breaker. Alright, let's get in. Oh, the depot's looking nice. There's the coffee.
Now
that's the first
park
place
the
I'll
bus,
be going to.
And we're done. Great.
Nice. Parking brake. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights. You won't miss a thing with all these highlights.
My team and I will help you establish an awesome transport network to connect the whole city of Angel Shores.
Ooh, Nice bus. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Steve, head of your bus depots. Once they're parked, me and my team take good care of your buses.
You can leave the parking to Steve. That was a good first day. See you tomorrow.
Good to know. Hey, make coffee. Wait. Alright.
Good morning. Ready for our next adventure?
Are we, guys?
I've already prepared our first official route. The residents of Angel Shores are eager to see our new bus.
Oh. You know what? Let's postpone
there
this.
There it is. You can take over anytime you want.
Make this a teaser. Let's continue this tomorrow. I'll make another video so we can check out a longer route this time. But in the meantime,
board the bus, speak to the driver, and take over the steering wheel.
Let me know what you think. And looking forward to your comments. And let me know if you want to see more of this, okay? Anyway, let's leave that as a cliffhanger. Have a nice day, guys. Clumsy bussing, and catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.